Looking forward a little bit, where do you see the need? Where is there a need in financial services that might create the next area ripe for disruption?
The underbanked are the most, where the need is most acute. That is, the banks have ignored something between 40 and 60. This is also what Aryan spends most of his time on. The banks have ignored like 40 to 60% of the American public. They don't have access to credit. They don't have access to financial systems. The fees they get charged are way higher as a percent than what people with means get charged. And at the end of the day, they're just taken advantage of. And the reason they're taking advantage of is because they have this urgent need that right now I need a solution to the problem I just ran into, and I'll pay anything to solve the problem. My car broke down. I need a loan to pay for my rent. I need to send money to my grandmother somewhere in another country, and there's no ability to price or shop or wait and there's a real sort of the banks sort of, as much as we see some of the new online guys are being accused of taking advantage of some groups, and I think that in some cases is true, but the banks also took advantage of people. Overdraft fees are a form of interest, and banks have for decades charged people fees that didn't look like they were just had disparate impact, but they had very disparate impact. But even more than that, like if you want to grow the U.S. economy in the next 5 years, having financial sort of fluidity and having access to credit to build businesses, to borrow money. So if you ask me where the need is, it's small and medium business credit, because that's what's going to grow the U.S. economy and actually allow for recovery. And as much as the government wants big banks to lend to businesses, it turns out the banks haven't, because there's confusion of the regulation, balance sheets have blown up, big companies get access to credit, small companies don't. Most employment in a recovery comes from small companies. Most small companies aren't getting the credit they need.